Hello, hello. If you're just coming on, I'm just base coating our board. Give me 1 sec and I'll bring the camera up. I just base coated this wood tag and I'm just going to give it a quick dry. I base coated it on both sides because I'm planning on doing a project on each side. I love these tags. Hi, Kim. Thanks for joining us. I love these wood tags. I don't know why I love them so much, but I really do. They are just a great canvas to do art on. So they're these, hi Patty. So they're wooden tags. They are great quality. That's about 1/4 inch thick. And they're really smooth and clean. I just base coated them on each side with a coat of Dixie Belle drop cloth. And so we are going to, this is one of my decoupage tissues. And because Easter's coming fast and I really love this tissue, and I had these tags in mind when I designed this, but I just think these bunnies are so cute. I just love them. And there's 8 of them. And the sheet is 21 by 29. So basically 20 by 30. But I just think they're so fun. I just really love them. So what I'm going to use today is this one and this one on this tag. So let me get my scissors and I'm going to put the camera down. Hi, Terry. Thanks for joining us. There's a bunch of you on here. That's so nice. Let's see. A little bit more. There we go. Okay. Let me get my scissors. I have paint projects everywhere, you guys. So I just want to be sure, because I want some of the red check on here overlapping, but it doesn't look like it's going to. All right, well, good to know. I love this girl too. I'm going to turn this back around so you guys aren't looking at it upside down because it is such cute paper. So what projects are you guys working on? There's so much going on. I went and voted today. It's our primary in Arizona. So I went and did that. And I had a ton of orders to pack up this morning. I love it when I go to bed at night and I wake up to a ton of orders. That just makes me smile the rest of the day. And then making plans to go to Pinners in Boise and getting all those details taken care of. These would be cute on one of those books that we've worked on recently. Oh my gosh, Mary, you made a decal? That's so awesome. I've been thinking about you because I know you're taking classes from, what is it, Jennifer Maker? And I wondered how that was going. Okay, so it comes up a little short here, which is really okay because I was thinking it would be kind of fun to take some molding and do something fancy up there. And that's going to wrap around the edge, so I'm good with that. And I'm going to leave that little checker down there. So I think because I'm leaving a checker there, I'm going to cut here. And then we'll do some molding and form flex and stuff on there. Isn't that cute? Okay, so until I get it started, I know it's upside down for you, but I'm gonna get it started, and then I think I'm gonna start it from the bottom. Okay, what I did there was just fold that over the edge. And that works out perfect at the top. So that could not be more perfect. And I like to use Dixie Belle Satin Top Coat for my decoupage medium. And the reason for that is Mod Podge will crack and yellow over time. And so I'm going to scoot this over just a skosh, like right there. Perfect. Okay, so I've got it positioned exactly how I want it. And so now I'm just going to pull this up so it's not going to shift around on me. And I'm just going to put down some of the Dixie Belle Satin Top Coat. And I'm going to put it down here on this edge as well. And then I'm going to just lay that back down. And I'm going to grab my plastic wrap and just wrap it around my finger. And then just smooth it out. And then bend that over. Okay, so I call that my anchor. So my piece is anchored down, and now the rest of it's going to go on nice and straight. And so now I can turn it around so you guys aren't looking at it upside down. Well, I guess you are. Yep, it is upside down now. I'm just going to smooth that out a little bit. And I did base coat my board in Dixie Belle Top Coat, or Drop Cloth. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that back, and we're going to go to town on it here. Oh, hello, Melissa. I just talked to you. So I like to do a section at a time, especially if it's a big piece. I mean, this would be an easy one just to get it all buttered up and lay it all down. But, you know, it's just, I think this is a process you need to like enjoy and not get stressed over. So I just do a section at a time. And you want to pull it back up a little bit. But you could take this and hang a pretty cord or ribbon around the loop on the top. You could hang it up on the wall. It would be really cute propped up on in an Easter basket. It would be a really nice hostess gift if you're going to someone's home for Easter. I mean, these are fast and easy to do. If you are doing any craft shows, these would be fast and easy to do and relatively inexpensive. And I do have these tags on my website under the wood section. I did some at Christmas time and they were really, really pretty. You can use your molds on these. Speaking of molds, I went a little crazy today. I know that you guys have probably all seen the IOD molds and transfers and stamps and all of that stuff got released this week. And I just couldn't help myself. There was so much pretty in the IOD collection, and quite a few of my retailers for my decoupage tissue are retailers for IOD. So I just made up my shopping list and bought from each one of them. And now I can hardly wait for that stuff to get here. But I think they really outdid themselves with this release. Hi, Julene. Thanks for joining us. Okay, and then I want to go press down that edge here. And on this corner, I think I'm just going to snip it. It'll snip better if it's not wet. Let's see, maybe a different pair of scissors. Look at these scissors, aren't they cute? Hi, Mary. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so I'm just tacking that down. And I can always go back with a sanding block and sand it if I need to. Just need to tidy up this corner. So are you guys working on Easter projects? I thought about doing one of the canvas bags today. I mean, I really have a lot of designs that I just released for Easter. Okay. So I am going to take the dryer and give this a real quick little dry before I flip it over to the other side. Oh, Jolene, that's so nice of you to say. I appreciate that so much. Don't get so relaxed that you guys fall asleep. So did you guys see the bench? I got it finished. And I did post a reel, a little short video, and I got it over to the ground floor artist. So say a prayer and cross your fingers that it does well. Okay. I just want this all tacked down because we're going to decoupage on this side too. Okay, so here is our other little bunny for this side. So we've got Mrs. Bunny. Isn't she cute? Oh, Micheline. You guys are so sweet. Okay, so we have Mrs. Bunny here. And we have Mr. Bunny here. Okay, and so I basically want so I can see where my paper is here. So I can line this one up with it. Because I do think putting a border trim on here would be really cute. And because I've already wrapped that around, I don't need all of that edge. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that edge off. Okay, and I know I've got a lot there on the bottom to trim. And I don't want to trim too much because I didn't have too much overlap there, so I want to be aware of that. So I'm going to leave that just like it is. And I'm going to trim down here. So there's Mrs. Bunny ready to go. So I'm going to turn her this way so I can get everything lined up where I want it to be and not be looking at it upside down. Okay, and then let me get my anchor started. Good grief, I lost my decoupage. Oh, here it is. I was like, how can you lose it? Okay, just let it lay down. And I went over it here with a satin top coat, but you know, that's one of the nice things about using satin top coat, because that's what you finish your furniture with. And so it doesn't matter, it's not going to show. And if you're wondering why I'm using saran wrap, it's because there's a lot of texture on your fingertips, and your fingertips could actually tear this paper because now it's wet. And by using the plastic wrap, then that protects it and doesn't catch on the texture from my fingertips. And so we've got that anchor down, and I can just do a section at a time. Okay, lay it down. So see, it goes perfectly straight when you do it like this. I see a lot of people, and I'm not saying they're doing it wrong, they just are doing it different. They'll put their medium down over their whole piece, and then they'll hover over the top of it with their decoupage sheet and then lay the whole thing down. And that just makes me nervous. I see lots of people do it that way, and they do it just fine. But that makes me nervous because, you know, if it goes crooked or you miscalculated, it's going to be harder to recover from that. Not to say you can't, but it's just going to be harder. Hi, Kathy. I'm glad you love this print. It's actually for sale. It's one of my spring release designs, and there's 8 of them on a page, and it's on my website. And I did put the link at the top of this. Up in the description, there's the link for my website. I think I have it on Etsy too. I'm not positive. Kathy, did you see the one on the other side of this? I think I'll just go ahead and go all the way down here. Okay, and then I'll do this side and just lay that paper down. That little check print just lined up perfectly. I didn't try, but that came out just perfect. I'm going to snip that corner. I got these little baby scissors off of Amazon. I really love them. They're really good for fussy cutting. Okay, and this side, we just need to do just a little bit on the bottom here. So if you could find some red gingham check ribbon, that would be really cute on here. Okay, so that is super cute. So we have our boy bunny. Thanks, Lori. Mickey, you're watching from Mexico? Well, that's awesome. Where are you at in Mexico? Oh, okay. So I'm going to set it there for a second, and I'm going to go grab my molds because I had them out in my living room because my girlfriend came over to borrow some, and I didn't put them back in my art room. So hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so this is kind of like a perfect example of when I'm not doing live and I'm just creating as I go along and figuring out what I like and how I want things to be. This is how I do it. And so I didn't really know. Oh, I'm going to go get one more mold. Hang on. Okay, so I was thinking I was going to do some trim on here, but I just remembered this mold. Oh gosh, I love this mold. And I think that that would be really cute for trim on the top of this. So rather than go through all of those, I'm going to select some designs off of this. So this is really pretty. This tulip would be cool. Of course, I love these bunnies here. So I don't know if a bunny, I think what we'll do is we'll just do some stuff and just lay it on there and see how it goes. So these birds would be really pretty too. So we're just going to make some stuff. I'm going to do some birds. This is an IOD mold. It's called, this mold is called Primitive. That heart would be cute. It came out at Christmas time. If you remember, I did the sleigh, the wooden sleigh, and used all of these pieces from this mold on that sleigh and made it look like a Christmas tree. Do you remember that? Yeah, it's called Primitive. And it's got these, let me turn it around so it's not upside down. It's got these really awesome rabbits. And I love rabbits. So even if I don't use them on this project, it doesn't matter if I have some made, especially when you're using the Formflex medium, because it stays flexible. It is really awesome stuff. So I'm just taking cornstarch and just powdering this up to help it release. And with this, sorry about that. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but I don't know why it still allows phone calls to come. Okay, so we have two birds to select from. We've got that cute heart. I might do these little greenery things down here, and we don't have to use all of it. But what I was starting to say is that this stays flexible even when it's been unmolded. If you just keep it stored away between parchment paper and in a plastic container, this will last you forever. So, you can sit around and play with all your molds and make up a bunch of stuff and then store it away. And then when you need it, it's all ready to go. And if you're interested in this Formflex, I don't sell it, but I do have the link in the description for you to order it. And the gal that invented this and manufactures it is just the nicest person. So I'm going to start with these birds up here. And so I'm just rolling it out into a section. And then I'm just going to push it down in there. And when you buy some, it comes with these little plastic cards. And it's wanting to come up on my card because I'm just gonna let it come up. Okay, so now do this. Typically, you would put it in there and scrape off the top, but it just kept lifting up. I did a really good job putting my cornstarch in. I need, that's what I need. Where did my X-Acto knife go? I just had it. There it is. So I just want to clean a little edge off. Okay. So for example, we're going to have choices here. But that looks cute. And I love these bunny rabbits down here so much, and they're probably too big for this, but let me go ahead and do this other bird. I know, you know, when the phone calls come in, Micheline, and I do have my phone on Do Not Disturb, and it just does not stop those calls. I don't know why. But when the calls come in, it just lets them come on through, and then I have to hit the button. It's very annoying. Okay, so I'm just going to press this one in. And the instructions, I started to tell you, and I don't know if I finished. With this particular kind of clay, you need to, the instructions tell you to put it in your freezer for 20 minutes. And normally that's what I do. I don't know why I didn't do that, and that's why that little bird stuck, because it needs to go in the freezer. But sometimes I can get away with things. But since I'm demoing this, I should demo it properly, right? Oh, I know, because my card came up on it. That's why we did that, because it's doing it again. All right, so I'm going to just leave that in there. I'm going to do it correctly for you guys. And I'll make up a few of these and then I will stick them in the freezer. And then when we come back live tomorrow, we can all decide where they're going to get placed on here and how they're going to be painted. Like I would like if I do some of these branches, bringing the green of her dress up into the branches would be pretty. On the back side, he's got a little bit of green. He's got that navy blue. So there's so many good options. This row right here is really good. Like we can, this is so flexible that we could do trim around the top. This is just a great mold for a piece like this. And it's just going to take the whole thing up another notch. And this is frankly how I like to create. I don't often have a full picture or a full plan of what I'm going to do. I just start on it and just let the piece talk to me and tell me what I need to be doing. I especially do that on furniture pieces. I did that on that bench. I was like all over the place on that bench. That bench just talked and talked and talked. But I really liked how it turned out. Micheline, I don't sell any of the molds. Hi, Shauna. But I know it is available because it's an, excuse me, it's an IOD mold and it's called Primitive. So I know it's on Etsy, and I can tell you because a lot of my retailers that retail my decoupage tissue, they are IOD stockists. And I know that they have it also. Because when I was ordering the new releases today, I saw this one. So if you have trouble finding it, just send me a message and I'll tell you which one of my retailers actually has it in stock. I can go get that tree and show you guys. Let me get this little bird on here and then I'll go get that tree. I said tree, it's because I did a Christmas tree with this mold. I mean, looking at this, would you think that you could make a Christmas tree out of this mold? But I did. I'll go get it and show it to you because it's super cool. You guys, this is so much easier than trying to do a live with a piece of furniture. And I'm still waiting for my new tripod. If you clean off these edges really nice before you stick it all in the freezer, then it just comes out perfect. Okay, let me go get that sleigh real fast. Ooh. Hi, Lorraine. Okay, so here's the sleigh that we did. Hi, Judith. Yeah, that Formflex is really great. Hi, Jerry. So here's the tree. This is the same primitive mold that we're using today. And if you look, this is a Christmas tree on here. Hi, Lorraine. So, and I used a crackle, the Dixie Belle crackle on here. Hi, Deona. So, it's a beautiful mold. And so if you're interested in it, I can look up and let you, hi, Lisa, and let you know who has it, because I know it's out there. It's still available. But it's a cool mold. And so that's what I have in mind for here, is laying out those pieces. Where did our little bird? Oh, here she is. So I just saw somebody say Scrappy's. Oh, Scrappy, you're on there. So Scrappy, do you have this mold, the primitive, the IOD primitive? Scrappy, if you have it, put your link in here, because there's quite a few people who are interested in that mold. And I told them I was ordering. Oh, yes, she does. Okay, Scrappy, put your link in here, because there's quite a few people who are interested in it. And it is an awesome, whoops, now it probably really messed up my bird. Oh, it didn't mess up too much. He's okay. There you go, you guys. That was amazing. Were your ears ringing, Scrappy? Could you hear us talking about you? Okay, so I'm thinking the birds, and I'm thinking that heart and these leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and make some of those. The hearts on the top. Okay, what does that say? The little hearts on the top of your sleigh could pass for carrots. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay, so you're talking about these could pass for carrots. Well, those are two pieces I put together. So that's, I need to put the camera back down, you guys. Good eye, good eye. That's what makes this such an awesome mold, because who would think you could make a Christmas tree out of it? So she was saying these little pieces here and this heart could go for carrots, but you could take this and this little piece here and make carrots. That's such a cute idea. I like how you think. Like I said, I'm just going to make some up. And then tomorrow when we come back, we'll do them. Because I really do want to stick this down in the freezer. So before we have to say goodbye, this paper, let me show you the paper again real quick. Okay, so I'm going to put the camera back up. Miss Scrappy. Okay, so this paper, and Scrappy, do you have this paper in stock? because Scrappy's one of my retailers, you guys, and so she carries my line of decoupage tissue, and she may have this one in stock. I have it in stock, but she may have it, and if you're ordering the mold from her, then you might as well get the paper from her too. So that's part of it. This is on that same sheet. Okay, see, she's got the paper too, so you can get the mold and the paper. One-stop shopping. And then this little cute girl. And this handsome Mr. Rabbit. Okay, and I do have the tags. If you want the tags, I've got the tags. But if you're ordering the molds, you should just get the tissue from Miss Scrappy over there. So that was perfect timing. I love that. Okay, you guys, I'm going to sit here and make some more molds and pop them in the freezer. And then tomorrow we will finish the detail and decor on this cute little tag. So you guys, thanks so much. I will be back tomorrow at the same time, same place, same station. That's 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I hope you'll join me again. Bye.